Good morning, B2B marketeers. I'm here with Jep Castelein, just arrived from the US, but actually is Dutch. I'm going to ask Jep a few questions. Jep, good morning.
Good morning.
Jep, can you give the audience just a little bit background information, who you are and what you do?
Yeah, I've been a B2B marketer for over 10 years now, and at this moment I'm an independent consultant focusing on marketing automation. And that's a tool to help B2B marketers to be more effective in their lead generation.
Marketing automation, we hear it more and more. Maybe you can give us like a short, brief, really brief description what it is and why should B2B marketer care about it?
Yeah, definitely. So if you look at the lead funnel, it all starts with lead generation. That's sort of the wide funnel at the beginning, and then at some point in time you hand over the leads to sales. Now what happens a lot is that sales does not like the leads. They're not, good enough, and maybe tries to make one call and then sort of forgets about it. So marketing automation tries to bridge the gap between the early lead generation and the follow-up by sales by warming up the leads until they are sales ready, making the entire sort of buying process much more smooth, and you convert more leads into sales opportunities.
We just had a conversation. You mentioned that there is a very small percentage of companies who are actually using marketing automation tools. Why is that?
Yeah, Laura Ramos of Forrester estimated that about 2 to 5% of American B2B companies use marketing automation. That's primarily because it's a fairly new technology. I mean, lots of marketers had to get used to email marketing, social media, and marketing automation just yet another technology. So typically only the most sophisticated companies that have used a lot of the other technologies already are moving to marketing automation. But now the tools are a lot more easy to use, a lot more comprehensive, so it's actually also a lot easier to get started.
And have you heard of a Dutch companies who actually uses marketing automation tools?
I've actually worked for a Dutch company myself called Backbase that used a marketing automation tool. Also Ayoun, the insurance company, is using Eloqua. And there are a couple of more companies, but there's not a lot of companies that use marketing automation in the Netherlands.
Yeah, you actually have been living for the US for the last 5 years. You speak with a lot business-to-business marketeers there. What do you feel is the main difference between B2B marketing in the US and B2B marketing in the Netherlands?
I think the main thing is that B2B marketing is really recognized as a specialty. I lived in Silicon Valley for 4 years. If you go to a marketing event, it's almost certainly going to be about B2B marketing. I now live in North Carolina on the East Coast. It's a little harder to find the connections, but it's definitely something that if you say B2B marketing, people feel connected. And here I find that it's a little bit more fragmented at the moment.
So, how do you feel about, or actually, what did you feel about the B2B marketing forum?
Yeah, so I'm trying to keep up, even though I live in the US, I'm trying to keep up with what's happening in the Netherlands, and I had a hard time finding B2B marketers. And when I found the B2B marketing forum, I was really happy because it's the first event that's really focusing on the needs of B2B marketers, and it touches upon all the relevant topics for B2B marketers. So I'm really excited about the event, and I think it's a real win for the Dutch B2B marketing crowd.
Why did you think that Seth Godin was going to be there?
I thought that was amazing, definitely. Only read his book up to now.
Okay. One last question, Jep. You're going to help us to promote the marketing automation in the Netherlands. Would you say a last word about marketing automation? What's that, and what are we going to do?
Yeah, so marketing automation is just one of the many tools you can use in B2B marketing, and it supports a well thought out B2B marketing strategy, but it's a really powerful tool because you can automate a lot of the boring marketing automation processes. Let's say a webinar, normally you need to do a lot of work. Now you can put it into an automated process, and you can do more webinars because you do less of the less of the time-intensive stuff. For example, my blog is called Lead Sloth, Smart Ideas for Lazy Marketers, because I believe we marketers need to be smarter, not necessarily working harder.
I think a lot of people will like that. Anyway, guys, we're going to host very soon a webinar with Jep about marketing automation. Later on this year, we're going to make an actual seminar. Thank you very much and tot ziens.
Thank you, tot ziens.
Wil jij ook deel uitmaken van de B2B marketing community? Ontmoet honderden B2B marketing en communicatieprofessionals op 31 maart 2010. Meld je nu aan. www.b2bmarketingforum.nl. Powered by Spot On Vision en KGS.